Hi, my friends. Frank Bice from the Cranwell Foundation. Not sure how well this is recording or if you can actually hear me. Basically, approaching month 12 in bed. Had little pockets of freedom. Got up in September, didn't work out so well. November, not so good. Tried again in April, struck out again. I had surgery on June 7th, and it went pretty well. So I'm in rehab right now and getting better. I'm in a terrific place, thanks to the generosity of my good friends. A lot of questions about last Sunday's gospel. Jesus says, leave all things you have and come and follow me. He demands, with his authority, an immediate response. And then someone says, can I go say goodbye to my family? And he says, no, come follow me. Can I go bury my father? And he says, no, let the dead bury their dead. And so it sounds kind of cold and callous, but I think this is what Jesus is calling us to. Did you ever see the movie Good Will Hunting? It's a terrific movie. Language is bad, but who cares? It's a great movie. And if you've seen it, there's a scene at the end when Ben Affleck and Will are at the construction site. And Will is talking about their future and how, they'll be doing this for the rest of their lives. And Ben Affleck says, listen, if you're here when we're 50 years old, I'm going to kill you. And then Will says, listen, I don't want to hear it that, I owe it to myself to become successful. And Ben Affleck says, you don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me because I'm your best friend. And you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. And you're too much of a chicken to cash it in. And Will says, you don't know that. And then Ben Affleck says, I'll tell you what I do know. Every morning I pick you up. And for 10 seconds before I arrive at your house, I hope that you're not there. No goodbyes, no nothing. I hope I show up and you are just gone. And in other words, he's saying, just go, follow your dreams. You're called to a higher life. And I think that's exactly what Jesus is talking about. Now, don't say goodbye to your family. Don't, let the dead bury the dead. I think what Jesus is saying, and we see it in the prayer of the Our Father, we got to figure out what God's will is for us in our lives, and we got to do it. Now, it doesn't mean abandon your responsibilities. If you got a wife and kids, I think it is God's will for you to be with your family and to take care of them in the right spirit, in God's will. I met a missionary one time, or the missionary's daughter, and they went to Bangladesh, and, the missionaries were out, saving the world while their daughters were getting sexually abused all the time. No, I think that's a problem. You're out saving the world while your family's getting really hurt. That cannot be God's will. I don't think that's what Jesus is talking about. I think Jesus is talking about, in the context of your lives, figuring out what God's will is and having the courage to do it. And if you're still single, you have an even greater opportunity to figure it out. Now, it's not up to anyone else to tell you what God's will is in your life. It's up to you. You got to figure it out. How did Jesus figure it out? He spent time alone with his Father in prayer, and he calls us to do the same. So whatever we're doing with our lives today, Jesus is saying, drop everything you have and come and follow me. In the context of your lives, it might be a bad habit, might be a bad relationship, whatever it is, come and follow me. And if you can do that, you can make the kingdom a reality. Okay, God bless you.